What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Esther, and you're welcome back to another reaction video. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, you're super welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop any beautiful video on this channel. And to all of my amazing subscribers, you guys are so adorable. Salam alaikum, walaikum salam wa barakatuh. Seriously, my friends, I'm here to react to 10 biggest lie about Islam. Well, I don't know what it entails, and I just actually want to check this video out because it was requested. And see, guys, I'm not crucifying anyone, and I don't hate. Seriously, I don't hate. I just share my point of view, like my own. Every human has their own kind of belief and what you actually have this knowing about, and that is what I'm sharing, and the truth I know actually. Seriously, I'm saying this about my previous videos I've done. Don't take any offense. Just drop a comment at the comment section if you like us to discuss something important. Seriously, I will reply you ASAP. No hate speech. And without no further ado, let's dive into the video.
We have heavily been exploring the religion of Islam here in FTD Facts, and over time we have found a collection of misconceptions and myths and some straight up lies about Islam. And in this episode, we're going to be looking at 10 of the biggest lies about the religion of Islam. Okay. Welcome back to FTD Facts, guys. My name is Leroy Kenton. We got a very interesting episode coming right up, so make sure you watch from 10 all the way down to 1 because I don't want you to miss any of the information that we're going to be sharing in this episode. The first lie is Muslims worship a moon god. So some non-Muslims mistakenly believe that Allah is an Arab god or a moon god or some type of idol. However, Allah is in the Arabic language a proper name for God, and Arabic speaking Christians also use the name Allah for God. Now, one of the main factors of this belief is because one of the first uses of the crescent moon came from the 2nd century BC, where it represented the ancient Mesopotamian moon god Nana. And now today the crescent moon is associated with Islam. So many non-Muslims say, well, look, you worship the moon god. There's even a moon in the symbol of your religion. Next up at number 9, most Muslims are Arabs. Okay, so Islam is often associated with Arab people. But did you know that Arabs make up only 15% of all Muslims? The country with the largest Muslim population is actually Indonesia, and large numbers of Muslims are also found in Asia, Africa, Europe, as well as other parts of the world. Muslims are encouraged to learn Arabic because they believe that the only language that you can really get the full extent of the Quran is in Arabic. Islam oppresses women. Practices like forced marriage, spousal abuse are actually things that contradict Islamic law, and most of the bad treatment towards women actually come from people's own evil natures and their own cultures and their beliefs, and it's completely separate from the faith of Islam itself. Muslims are extremists. Now this is a big one.
Sorry, I don't mean to pause, but I actually need to say this. Seriously, I was made to believe that while I was growing up, like the oppression of women, not using the hijab now. Seriously, somebody said oppressing them by using the hijab. No, I'm an African and I come from Nigeria. There's a part of Nigeria that is Fulanis, and they are Fulanis majorly and they are Muslim majorly. They engage in this forceful marriage, like giving a child. Yes, a child. Yes, you heard me right. A child of 8 years old, they laid a girl of 8 years old to a grown man, to a grown alaji of like 60, 50 that he's not even like he's not married though. He has wives. Like it they enthrone or they bethrone a girl of 8 years old to somebody that has wives, maybe 7, 8, 9, and 10 thereabouts. Though I'm made to understand that it's in Islam that any man that can take care of more than one wife can take them and take good care of them and marry as many as they would. But some people see it as oppression. I'm just saying my point of view seriously. I'm not saying that is what it is. You see, he said it's one of the misconceptions. You can also drop that yours at the comment section. And also some women in Islam, right? There are some women that practice Muslim, like Islam, sorry, and they use their hijab normally. But when a man get married to them, they had to make her cover every part of her body. Maybe some of them, in fact, I have few friends, some of them don't actually want to be eleha. We call it eleha in Africa and Nigeria. Like, using the normal hijab, your face is still visible. But there are some persons, they cover their face, their hands, their leg, that the heat they're experiencing humanly, not like religion now. It's not actually welcome, seriously. Let's keep watching, and I won't pause it again. I will reserve us to the end of this video. I'm not antagonizing this, please get that. I'm just saying my point of view.
Muslim leaders and scholars frequently speak out against all forms of extremism, and they offer different explanations and interpretations of Muslim teachings that have been twisted by others to promote extremism. Muslims believe the entire Quran, taken as a complete text, gives a message of hope as well as peace and faith and good virtues,
love,
and any
belief.
form of extremism cannot be justified under proper interpretation of the Islamic faith.
Well, I'll quickly talk about that too, seriously. Yes, this actually also happened in some recently in Nigeria. It happens in that Kwara. You can also check the internet to check the news. There are some extremities in actually Islam. Those that practice Islamic, there are a lot of extremities. They hate you once you do something that is against them. See, this word is, apart from religion now, this word is something like, I believe this, you believe that. That doesn't mean you should hate other partner because of what they have actually believed or what they think they've planned to do with their life. Seriously, you can only encourage them, pray for them that God will meet their hearts. There is a lady talking about in a WhatsApp group, it's been created for a class, and was just talking about it, that you guys should stop posting religion stuff on this platform, because it is mainly for homework and all, and anything happening in the class. Do you know what happened to this girl? They stoned her to death, beat her with irons and wood plank. After that, they burned her into ashes. I mean, the Muslims. In fact, they did a video, they recorded themselves. Yes, she's blaspheming maybe their prophet Muhammad or something. That is how they are to. Why would you fight for your God? Your God is God, like he knows everything. He can fight for himself. He's not an idol. He's only idols, those that worship stones or something that can't talk, that you fight for. But your God is there, he can fight for himself. Why would you kill a human being like you? Blood is running in your vein, and you went to the extreme. Some people even believe when you kill somebody on earth, maybe somebody that doesn't believe Islam, when you kill them and you marry virgins in our Jannah or in heaven, even when there's no marriage in heaven. Well, let's leave that for another day. I'm not blaspheming or saying this is it. It might be part of, it might be their culture that made them get to the extreme, you understand, or how they were being taught. Let's keep watching, guys.
Boy, Islam is intolerant of other faiths. Muslims are constantly reminded that they are not the only ones who worship God. Specifically,
Yes.
Jews and Christians are called the people of the book in the Quran, meaning that those are people who also received previous revelations from God and are also can be seen as true worshippers of God. Also in
Wow,
Surah
I
2
love
verses
this.
256 in the Quran, it says, there is no compulsion in religion. And this is interpreted to mean that you
Guys.
cannot force anyone to become a Muslim. You
You
still gotta
see?
respect other people's beliefs. Halfway in at number 5, jihad means holy war. So jihad in Arabic does not mean holy war. It actually means to strive or to struggle or to persevere. And jihad can be something that's done personally, or it can also involve a community. So in effect, jihad really means to become closer to God. And this type of struggle, jihad, is to ensure that a peaceful and equitable community still continues to exist.
Wow,
Of course,
wow.
self-defense is acceptable to protect yourself and your community from any sort of like dangers. However, any form of offensive aggression is prohibited in Islam. All right, number 4, Islamic prayer doesn't really have any meaning. Most people now know that Muslims are to pray 5 times a day. And now in
Yeah.
Islam, there are several benefits to prayer. The daily prayers help keep Muslims' minds on God, and it helps Muslims to remember the Quran because they recite passages of the Quran, as well
I
as it's
love
a
that
time
part
to
of
go
them,
before
seriously. I
God
wouldn't
to
lie
express
about that.
thanks, to ask for forgiveness, forgiveness, to look for
They really
guidance in your
dedicate
life.
their
So
time
there's a
in
whole lot of
worshiping
meaning
God.
for Muslims when it comes to prayer.
Worshiping
All right,
God.
number 3, Jesus is completely irrelevant in Islam. That's actually
That's
not
a
true.
lie.
Jesus, however, is
Yeah.
revered as a prophet and the Messiah in Islam. The Islamic faith believes that Jesus will return as a Messiah and defeat the Antichrist. This view is also very similar to the Christian view. The only difference is that Muslims
Wow.
don't view Jesus as the Son of God. He's just seen as a prophet when you compare it to
Prophets.
the Christian faith. All right, guys, we got 2 more left. So the crescent moon is a universal symbol of Islam.
Yeah.
It's actually, yeah, it's not. Okay, so the early Muslim community did not really have any sort of symbols or anything. Now the crescent moon, as well as the star symbol, they actually predate Islam by several thousands of years. And as a matter of fact, they weren't affiliated with Islam at all until the Ottoman Empire placed it on their flag. And over time, the symbol became more associated with Islam, but it's not actually their official symbol. That just doesn't exist. And the number 1 biggest lie,
Wow.
myth, misconception about Islam is that Muhammad is the founder of Islam and Muslims worship him. Muslims believe that Muhammad was God's final prophet and communicated God's final
Yes, they
revelation
believe
to
that.
humanity. Muslims consider
Yeah.
Adam, the first man created, to actually be the first Muslim because he was, of course, surrendered to the will of God, and that's what the term Muslim means, one who surrenders to the will of God. Muhammad is held in great esteem, but he's not to be worshipped because worship is only meant to be directed towards God, and it's completely
God,
forbidden to
yeah.
worship anyone or anything else. Muslims may, however,
Yes.
celebrate Muhammad's birthday, similar to the way that Americans celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Alright guys, so that's all I have for you in this episode. This was your brief look
This
at
is
10
amazing.
misconceptions, myths, and lies about Islam. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below about anything that I mentioned in this episode. And also, what other lies do you know about? It'll be interesting to see what you guys comment below. And don't forget, guys, I take requests on FTD Facts. So if you have any suggestions for future videos, also put those below as well. Now for all you amazing, awesome overachievers who made it to the end, here's another video that you definitely want to check out. Also, my social media links are below in the video description section, so you can follow me over there as well. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell to join the FTD Facts family and keep up to date with our daily episodes. Okay guys, you have been super awesome. I can't wait to see you in the next episode.
Wow, guys, this is so amazing, eye-opening, and this also help us, myself and my viewers, to see some things, misconception. A lot of persons have big lie or misconception about Islam. I know Islam to be a peaceful religion, and like people used to sing in one country and one state in Nigeria, is a peaceful religion, but some persons have taken it to be something so extreme and made you feel not too good being that. But let no one make you feel anything. Believe what you believe, walk with your faith, serve your God, and wait till when the time will come when you can actually boast that yes, you serve the living God. I believe you've checked this video and you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're here to subscribe. Don't forget to like, turn on your notification bell, request for any video you'd like me to react to. You can also drop a question for me down there at the comment section, or you can also talk so we can have beautiful conversation. But if you say anything that, well, I would not like things that might not be nice, like argument, I don't argue, but we can actually rub minds with each other. Till I see you in my next video, signing out. Ciao.